What's going on, people? It's your boy Tony Guns, Tony Gunner, Black Ops Bando TV, coming at y'all again. I want to jump straight into it because it's something I've been a part of my daily downloads, trying to figure out a few things, trying to put together a few things when I look at my community, my hood, my situation, my family, or where I come from in general, the circumstance, the environment in which I come from. And it's a hard and harsh environment. And we don't really take that into consideration. We, meaning the world, don't really take that into consideration. Like, they quick to judge us. They quick to judge us as if they know us. Or as if they know our circumstances. They know what we've been through. They know what we've gone through. They want to talk about the Kanye's and the Kyries and amongst hundreds of other individuals that came before any one of them, with just the simple fact of trying to figure their self out, trying to figure it out. And to us, it's like, how do you not understand how we are trying to figure out who we are, what we truly are? And then for us, it's like, how do we not see it that we are going to be different regardless of what way we see it, no matter what rabbit hole we choose to crawl under or go down or how we choose to. We're going to be different because that's how vast and how strong and how large and how big Africa and the African diaspora and the descendants of Africans. That's how large we are. But let's take it away from the entire diaspora, and let's stick to us, who we are, where we are right now. Us meaning Americans, African Americans in particular. They say we're aggressive. They don't never take into consideration some of the things that we go through. And when I talk about my daily downloads, like, it's men and boys that I talk to on average, and they sitting there telling me their story. And some of these movies or these horror stories or whatever that we come across, these is our everyday story. It's crazy, some of the things that we normalize. Some of the things that's normal to us. Some of the situations that we're in that is normal to us. Like you have individuals. I have literally met individuals that has talked. I'm talking to these people, and they telling me that they have never been to a funeral in their life. I'm talking to people telling me they have never been to a funeral in their life. But for me, I started going to I was in elementary school. I don't even know how. I was probably 9, 10 years old. If not younger than that. The first funeral. I can't even say the first funeral. One of the many funerals I've been into, because outside of my family members that were dying, I'm talking about friends that were my age that were dying from different hood circumstances. Whether it was the regular street gangster shit or just some random everyday. I don't even know if you can call it life. Like this is a prime example of what I mean when I say we normalize these type of things. You can't even call it life. But I want to give a story I never shared with nobody openly outside of like close family members. Like, there was a guy in our neighborhood. He used to play basketball with us. He was rough. He was a rough guy. He was prior to how things transpired, he was what I would have thought of as a man. He was rough. He played basketball rough. He talked rough. He had a rough demeanor and an expression about himself. This motherfucker one day, and it's a few folks that come from up the way that can talk to this, that can speak to this, the same manner that I can speak to this. This motherfucker, he decided to ask could we walk to the store and things of that nature with him. We walked, well, no, we didn't walk to the store, but mind you, I'm a kid. I'm a full-blown kid. Not a teenager, not even close to teen. I'm talking about 7, 8, 9, 10. To be honest, I really don't know. I probably was 10 years old, if that. I really don't even know what my age was around that time, but I couldn't have been no more than 10 years old. Couldn't have been no older than 10 years old. But nevertheless, yes, let's walk to the store together, all of us. It's about 4 of us with them. And I would never dare to put none of their names out there, but we can talk about it. They know who the fuck they are. The survivors, the one niggas who's living, they know who they are. And I can't even say survivors because none of us had to go through anything. And the reason for it was because of responsible parents. The reason for it was because of responsible parents. But let me slow down. Let me get to it. Let me get the story out. Let me speed things up real quick. So we had a situation where it was a guy, he was tough, he was rough, he played basketball with us, all that. We never seen any flaw in him, to be honest. Outside of basketball and things of that nature. So he asked us to walk to the store, us meaning a group of young kids, to walk to the store with him. Well, me and one of the younger boys that was with me, I decided we gotta go. Before we need to go, one, we need to ask for money. Let's be clear. The reason I was going was really to ask for money to go to the store. But I also had to explain, mind you, we young. So I still had to explain where I'm ready to go and things of that nature. It's summertime. The lights are already getting down, getting to the point where the street lights are coming on. So it's already getting dark. So I had to explain where we get ready to go. My mother and them wasn't for it. Make a long story short, they said we couldn't go. So we missed out on a trip. We couldn't go. It was 4 of us to be exact. Might have been more, but the 4 that I know of. One came with me, the other 2 went together. At least that's what I knew. Another one went to go get either money or ask his family members. I don't know exactly what transpired and how that went, but to make a long story short, he ended up not going as well. And when he didn't go, it left only one guy. He went by himself. Speed things up. This one guy went by himself. Next thing you know, we haven't seen or heard from any one of the guys. We haven't seen from this individual, this man, in a few days. We haven't seen from this boy in a few days either. And we in elementary school. We haven't seen or heard from anyone of them. Never put 2 and 2 together for a few days. We're looking for them. Speed things up. One of my childhood friends, at that early of an age, has been found. One of my childhood friends at an early age has been found in the shed in our neighborhood, murdered. One of my childhood friends at an early age has been found. A young man, a boy, found in a shed, murdered.